What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the blue color, playing as Ra, the Italian stallion himself. It is UCA's very own Matreiuss, his opponent today in the red color, playing as the mighty Kronos. His name is Nullus. The map is Anatolia. And yes, another Kronos game for you guys. Some players have been playing Kronos, and I'm excited. I like seeing the gods that we don't see very much because random shenanigans happen. And not only this, we are seeing what I would say, I would 100% with full confidence argue that Anatolia is an S+ map for Kronos. Kronos has got all the tools at his disposal to be incredibly potent on Anatolia against every single civilization, especially the Egyptian civilizations here. We'll see what Nullus is going to come up with. For me, my best bet here, my idea of a strategy to win Anatolia incredibly quickly and efficiently would have to be trying to hit 430 timings with 9 fishing ships into 18 fishing ships as you're advancing into a big push, hitting one location. So you're taking both sides of the water, you are taking your opponent's backside of the water, and you're living the dream. I don't know if there is a big reason to be deconstructing in the early stages of the game here against Ra. I think that most Ra players against Kronos will have already thrown a second dock up here. So that is a little bit of a mistake there from Nullus, if I do say so. Much prefer to hold that deconstruction for the top side of the map, deconstruct one dock and be attacking the other dock, denying any other docks from coming up with more Prometheans coming through to boot. So we'll see what Nullus is going to do. Now, to continue talking about where I see gods sitting on this specific map, because it is very different to the vast majority of other maps. Like, for example, if you're playing on an Alfheim here, I would say Ra most of the time going to be having a good time against Kronos. But Anatolia here is very different. So does Ra have any significant advantages here on Anatolia? Well, technically, yes. Ra's going to be okay here in the vast majority of matchups by doing the 6 dock spam early strategy, like 5:15 advance time, 18 fishing ships. But arguably, I feel like that strategy probably doesn't work here. And this is why we're seeing Matreiuss doing something a little bit different. He is going only on one side of the water here. And this is risky in a way because he's going to have to advance fast and defend, and a lot of the time the Atlantean player is going to be over this side already anyways, so spamming these fishing ship out if he's going to continue to try and grab more fishing ship here might not work, but it is seemingly looking like Matreiuss is getting away with it, though he is currently housed. But he gets his house up. And he's going to continue making these fishing ships. So he's actually stopped the fishing ships just on 9, moving a villager up to the top side of the map to throw up a third dock here. A little bit late from Matreiuss, and it does really walk into those 430 rushes that Kronos has got available to him. However, this is not looking like a 430 advance time. This is looking like the 5:15 advance time that we've been seeing some players doing with Atlantean, which I hate to say it, but I just don't think it's good. I think that 5:15 advances with Atlantean make no sense, especially with Kronos, because you just throw away that early advantage so hard and not only throwing away the early advantage so hard, you're also getting a delayed purse scene as well. You can get the purse scene at 430, which effectively, if you've got 18 fishing ship, you're not going to have 18 fishing ship at 430, but if you've got even 12 fishing ship, for every 3 fishing ship you have, that is effectively 1 extra fishing ship. So if you got 12 with purse scene, what are you getting? 4 extra fishing ships. So you're basically at 16 fishing ship anyways at 430, right? Just saying, guys. Just saying. This build here, in terms of things efficiencies does not make a whole lot of sense. But Nullus going for it nonetheless. Oracles on the front here, going to be looking for some sort of a Valor push. Matreiuss over here going through Tar. Relatively decent timing. He's got himself a second dock coming up over here. I'm sure he's going to be throwing down many more docks here as this game is continuing. Nullus on the bottom side of the map here going to be putting down these docks. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing Nullus utilizing the time shift that he should be utilizing here, throwing docks up as close to the shore as possible, and then time shifting forward and back. But no worries where that's concerned, as we're seeing the temple getting moved forward onto this location, and now it's going to be putting a lot of pressure over here. So what can Matreiuss do to defend here? Well, plenty of things. He's got shifting sands. And you can see as the 5:15 timing comes through for Matreiuss, he does have shifting sands. So if your attack comes now, he can just shifting sands the oracles and everything into his home base, and you're not going to get all too much. If this was at 4:30 though, this dock would not have come up. This dock maybe would have been deconstructed. This dock would be dead, and Nullus would have won this side of the water already. That is where I'm coming from. So nonetheless, we'll see what Nullus can do here. He's got himself access to the deconstruction as the Promethean comes through. Are we seeing him getting himself any scene? No, not just yet. Going to be spamming out these units. Is he throwing down a barracks or anything anywhere? I don't see one just yet. There's a mana coming down over here. We are seeing cabinets coming through for Matreiuss. Does Matreiuss have scene? Yes, he does. As the Barim going to be pushing forward, the cabinet is over here as well. I would love to see this dock get deconstructed, because then that's going to be 3 fish that can't hang around over here, especially with the houses as well that potentially Nullus could take down. This is something that is relatively strong as well, but not happening just yet. Maybe Matreiuss should think about casting Rain to block this at this point, but not happening just yet. It's the Barim pushing forward. Dock going to be getting taken down relatively quick over here. The cabinet's able to start attacking the fishing ships on this side, as Nullus is looking to potentially get to the next age here. As we do see that deconstruction does get thrown down on that position on the back there, but not the dock I would have deconstructed at all here, because now there's time for Matreiuss to throw this dock back up with a villager with the fishing ships. Doesn't really matter. Nice micro from Nullus nonetheless as he's trying to push through. Another Promethean coming in. Nice micro from Matreiuss pulling the Barims back, but not enough to really win this one here, and it is looking like Matreiuss is going to be fine in this game on this position here. No problems for him. He's completely alive and well. His food has skyrocketed into the crazy high amounts. He's got himself some golden lions over here to help defend as well as the Prometheans getting taken out. We've got a Wadget coming through to help try and take down these units here. Still have that shifting sands that he could use if he's really desperate here. Dock trying to get back up. I'm surprised we didn't see the fishing ships build this one here, as we are seeing the Pharaoh coming over here to help defend with the help of the golden lions. It's going to be more than enough for Matreiuss to defend this one. The Matreiuss going to be living the dream here. However, Nullus throwing up his armory, 75 of 75 population, and the follow-up here from Kronos that we haven't talked about just yet, extremely strong, is Hyperion. Hyperion you can use on the cabinets to kill 3 cabinets. Not only that, and turn them on your opponent. That's a lot of resources. Not only that, you get access to the Nereid, which is an incredibly strong raiding unit. Can one-hit fishing ships, I think, with its special. So you can go in, pick off a fishing ship, run away, pick off a fishing ship, run away, and continue to get that pressure done into the mid-game, where you're not really able to normally kill off anything. We'll see if that's what Nullus is going to do here. Will he cancel this citizen advance? He's not going to cancel it, but he's going to be going up through Hyperion. Matreiuss, on the other hand, throwing down his armory a little bit late here, a little bit short on the gold, as he's had to go fairly heavy on cabinets to defend his water over here. But nonetheless, we'll be advancing fairly shortly as the Barims getting pushed back. And Nullus, I think this timing is fairly off for him. He definitely would be wanting Hyperion very shortly here, as he's not able to hold this. The other thing you can do is get yourself arrow ship cladding here. It's a super underutilized technology, which does a lot to your opponent, or does a lot for your Barims to win fights. but that takes a while to research as well, as the cabinet's pushing forward here, taking down all these reams. And Matreiuss seemingly going to be taking this water for himself for the time being. So we'll see if Nullus can get that one back at any point here. Seeing any town center grabs? Not really just yet. The big question here, though, for Kronos is, unlike some of the other civilizations, like say Set, even Uranus or Hades, all these gods that have really destructive Mythic Age god powers, Kronos doesn't really have those. He's got access to Vortex, which is really, really good if it works in tandem with Army, but he's not going to have any Army to use it if he goes for those really fast heroic Mythic Ages. So he has to go for something slightly different, more in the heroic age style of things, making Destroyers, making Palace, making Arcus, and then going Mythic Age. So he can't do those strategies. So we'll see what Nullus really wants to do. He can go for Atlas and use Implode, but it does not seem to be that great. And there's that chaos we were talking about from Nullus here, hitting those cabinets. That's 3 cabinets. They're unfortunately hitting a couple of low HP cabinets. Going to be turning around and picking them off fairly easily here, but now Nullus can push back through this very, very nicely here. And not only that, Nullus is going to have that Nereid here as well. Look at this damage it does. 150 hack damage with the Shark Bite, which has also 600% bonus damage against myth units. So if we take a look at what a fishing ship has, fishing ship at 120 HP, there with 60% hack armor, so the special doesn't actually kill a fishing ship, I don't think, but it almost does. So you probably kill off the fishing ship more times than not, and we are seeing siege reams coming through as Nullus going to be cleaning up this side of the water nicely here. But Matreiuss making the very smart move here to get himself a second town center and potentially get himself Shadoof and get himself farms and just say, all right, I'm going to just ignore this water. You can have it. You've invested quite a lot into this, and I'm not going to be able to defend this for the time being. But maybe he will continue making these cabinets. Maybe he won't. We will see. As the Bareems continue to get value here, it seems. Now, Nullus, on the other hand, here, he's getting himself his second town center over here, which I think he should be doing. No palace just yet, but the palace is coming up to secure this gold mine. Absolutely love that, but he does have to be incredibly careful here as the spearmen spot this one. A huge locust could happen here as it does get thrown down onto this position. The citizen getting picked off very, very quickly here as the spearmen do manage to deny this palace for the time being. One citizen down, a second citizen might fall as well. That's super unlucky for Nullus here as his palace gets denied. The spearmen are out and there's not a lot Nullus can do to get this one up just now as another citizen going to be getting taken down. Very rarely do we see Locust value against Atlantean, but in this game we see it as Matreiuss very, very happy there. And now Matreiuss sending those spearmen around to the top side of the map looking for the town center, but too little too late as Nullus manages to get it up for himself here. As the dock over here is still getting pressured, and it looks like Matreiuss has kind of won a little bit of the bottom side of the water as we weren't seeing what was really going on over there. Some war barges getting built out here by Matreiuss as well to hold on for a little bit. A little bit of a time shift here from Nullus trying to bring that one back. And we are seeing raids in the main base of Nullus right now as those citizen kills are very, very important here as the spearmen need to get some good damage done. But Nullus smartly starting to make those Arcus. He's got those destroyers, just simply playing standard, very calm, collected Atlantean play here. Arcus Destroyer is the best composition that you can go for. Very difficult to defeat as Egyptian. You need to make Axemen to kill the destroyers, and you need to make, I don't know, cavalry or chariot archers to kill off those Arcus. And it just is, or maybe War Elephant. And it just is very difficult to control. It's super brain dead to play this composition with Atlantean. So we'll see if Matreiuss can make his spearmen work here in this game, as we see Migdol Stronghold coming down on this position for Matreiuss as he's trying to secure this town center over here. Given this town center has got a nice wood concave here, very, very bad town center for Matreiuss, but very difficult to steal for Nullus. So a smart move here from Matreiuss to take control of this town center, which doesn't have those same weaknesses, it would seem. Siege works coming up now for Matreiuss over here. Nullus still building his units here. He's got a good amount of gold income. How is his economic upgrades going? Just pickaxe, no shaft mine. Kind of forgetting about that one as the raids coming through. Do have this Nullus over here. Going to be able to take down these ships fairly easily here, as we are seeing the spearmen coming in onto this dock over here that's getting taken down very, very quickly. Even with the help of these archers, it seems like the dock is going to go down. Now, there is a citizen over here already, which can easily put a dock back up over here once these spearmen are taken out, but it's frustrating nonetheless for Nullus to have to do that there. And we do have a market up for Nullus, so he is going to be thinking about going to the next age, trying to put some pressure onto this position, about to get the chaos back, but he has managed to deal with those myth units nicely, given a hero destroyer there, making some of those cheap satyrs. Another big bonus for Kronos that we don't normally see here, but cheaper. How much cheaper is it? 10% cheaper on the favor, 10% cheaper on the gold, so it's just 10% cheaper overall. So 18 favor, 225 wood. Very good there for the Kronos player. As the priest and pharaoh are out here, though the arc is trying to target down the priest nicely though in the back there. As you see the satyr moving forward and back nicely, but all you have to do is target down the priest or the pharaoh, and he dies very quickly. A bit of a glass cannon, does tons of damage, but if he gets targeted, he gets picked off very quickly. So we are seeing that's exactly what Nullus is trying to do. But Matreiuss, very smartly, very strong control there on his pharaoh, staying near his Migdol stronghold, holding it nicely. As Nullus still not able to advance, but how's his fishing ships going? He does have himself Salt Amphora here. Does Matreiuss have Salt Amphora? Yes, he does. As the cavalry getting taken down here, and the destroyer is able to finish off that pharaoh there. As Nullus just about to click up, we do see this town center getting grabbed by Matreiuss. But I mean, maybe this is one of those situations where you want to be going for Atlas here, taking this into a bit of a different late game. As we do see, I don't like that chaos there. We want to save the chaos for the Mythic Age myth unit, and we are seeing Atlas is the god of choice here for Nullus, which I like and I don't like. So I like it because it's strong, it's solid, and it's safe. Why I don't like it is because I think that Kronos has got an option with Vortex which Uranus doesn't have, and that is Vortex time shift shenanigans. You do both in tandem, and I think it is so absurdly strong and underutilized that people need to start thinking about it as a way forward. However, for Nullus in this situation, he does need to get this town center up. So maybe casting his implode on this position is going to be enough to get security of this town center. Now, if we continue to cast our thoughts towards the next stage of this game, this gold mine, probably have to start thinking about a market and a trade route starting fairly soon for both players here, I would say, because these gold mines here are going to be very, very exposed, very easy to raid. So we see a bit of a slight throw here from Nullus as he's targeting down a barracks instead of fighting over here, but he will be able to pull back and sort this one out fairly shortly. Nullus is okay here, but Matreiuss, on the other hand, is he going Mythic Age? No, he's not. He's getting himself fortified town centers. He doesn't have any farms set up. He's got one farm set up here. And when the Mythic Age pops here, we might actually be seeing Matreiuss forced to cast Rain to hold on, because otherwise he's going to lose a ton of units and be in a really, really bad position here. And we do see the Rain get dropped here from Matreiuss. We do see the Rain. I would have dropped Vortex. It's not Vortex. Implode immediately here if I was Nullus, but maybe some slight decision making needing to happen there. But just another minute for Matreiuss to be okay here. More units are piling in. We've got heavy destroyers out for Nullus. We're getting some Contarius getting built. I don't like Contarius with Kronos very much, but he is making them nonetheless. And now retreating away just a little bit here as Nullus is desperately trying to secure this location. Is he still making those satyr? Yes, he is. they are still really, really strong, especially if you can get a handful of them out. If you think about how strong a Manticore is, effectively Satyr are Manticore. So if you get like 3 Satyr out and use splash damage onto enemy archers, you can take them down very, very nicely. As Nullus' army now is quite comfortably winning these fights here, and we are seeing that Vortex getting thrown down, the army quickly retreating away. Now, you cannot garrison into a Migdol to keep yourself alive here. The problem with this Vortex positioning here is that the Shockwave is going to deny this town center. But the Migdol's both taking some good damage here, and now Nullus can make a big push in. And not only that, Nullus can start thinking about getting himself champion infantry. His economy is gigantic. Getting himself all those armory upgrades would be really good here. He's getting himself masons as well, as the town center is attempting to get thrown up here. Matreiuss still does have his Osiris coming, so he's got 60% of the way through Osiris, so he's going to be able to use that fairly shortly here to help defend. But the question is going to be, is it going to be in time or not, as the siege towers coming through. They do manage to deny the town center for just a little bit longer here. See more raids coming through from Matreiuss. All the fishing ships are kind of getting taken out as well, but Nullus doesn't care. He's at full villages. I don't think he really even wants to have that much fish anymore, though. Fish are better than villagers farming. But you just want to get those llama caravans. Llama caravans, I think, are better than fishing ships in terms of the amount of resources they bring in, pop efficiency or whatever. But Siege Tower is still coming through to deny this town center. And now with the Son of Osiris here coming through, now Matreiuss gets to secure this location beautifully here with said Son of Osiris. We've got a lot of citizen though on this town center. That is 8 citizen coming through here for Nullus as he, as he is desperately trying to get this town center up. We are seeing the champion Arcus are in, but there's just only a handful of units here for Nullus because he's got so much economy, and not having this town center is absolutely terrifying for him. But it does seem like the town center will inevitably get up here for Nullus, and that is huge. He's going to be able to get up to 160 population now, and Nullus has got to be happy about the fact that he is kind of equalized on the population here. His economy is strong. Matreiuss' economy is also strong though, so the game is not over yet, and we are seeing Matreiuss doing some very, very smart play here with his siege works, side builds here onto this location. I would have probably liked to see a sneaky Migdol at this point, but siege works nonetheless going to be something to throw up as the army is going to be fighting here. And the hard part about this for the Atlantean is, how do you really push through here? It's very difficult, because the Son of Osiris is just so strong. Even though the Chariot Archers are not very strong, especially with no upgrades, it's just hard for the Atlantean to make any ground here, as we are seeing nearly full bronze for our Atlantean player, and nearly only full copper for Matreiuss, as the Arcus do manage to get onto the Son of Osiris. Nice micro from Matreiuss to pull back. Hero Citizen on the front here as well. The Fire Siphon going after this Migdol in the middle of the map. The War Elephant here trying to defend as the villagers shanking away here. But the Siege Works is up. Sentry Tower trying to come down here for Nullus as well, as a military barracks to try and take this out. And more importantly, trying to get an eye on this gold mine seems really, really important here, as we see the palace getting taken out fairly quickly. The Son of Osiris back out, 354 HP, starting to get a slight amount of damage onto him, as the Arcus shooting him down slowly but surely here. It's only a little bit of damage, but every bit is very important. Nullus' town center is getting absolutely decimated by these handful of catapult that have managed to get in onto here. And after all of that effort from Nullus, he has not been able to keep this one up, and he does end up losing that. And now this is yet again huge for Matreiuss, who really rightly shouldn't have been able to make that push happen there, but with the help of the Son of Osiris, the catapult, the Chariot Archers, and Nullus' lack of upgrades on the buildings there, not having himself architects, and not having himself the, what's it called, the Titan shield. All those upgrades would have helped him keep that town center alive, but Not having it there means that Nullus is in a bit of a predicament yet again here, but he does manage to take down this Migdol stronghold. The Fire Siphon has been taken down. The Arcus here can start targeting the Son of Osiris down again because he's out of position, but these Catapult going after the Palace yet again. As then if he loses this gold mine here, I mean, it's not over because there is a decent trade route set up, but we are seeing a sentry tower getting the watchtower upgrade here. One heavy Murmillo going to be enough to clean up this labor, it seems, with the help of the watchtower to take down the chariot archers as well. That location over there for Nullus seems fairly nice and protected. Matreiuss, on the other hand, he's only just started his trade route. It is a classic Matreiuss market. He could be putting it right on the shore. So those are not going to be getting him that much gold. But Nullus losing this gold mine over here doesn't matter a little bit. I don't think his trade route is quite as strong as he might want here. A 57 gold a trip seems decent, but it's not that much. We'll see if Nullus can make this push out. Let's take a look at Matreiuss. Matreiuss actually hurting for population here quite a bit, it would seem. As he's only at 140 pop, and Nullus also at 140 population, and he's fighting efficiently here. Remember, he's got the armory advantage to some degree. So he is, every single time he's fighting, every single second he's fighting right now is kind of going in his favor if Matreiuss is in at 160 population, which is not really at here. The problem being that Nullus doesn't have any gold and doesn't have any resources. He's spending all his resources on units, so getting this town center back in this timing window that he's found here is not quite possible for him at this point here, as we see a palace coming down for Nullus, just making sure he's going to defend this trade route to the best of his ability. More towers coming up for Nullus as well here. As the chariot, or not the chariots, the Arcus have managed to found a whole metric shit ton of villages here, as Matreiuss trying to retreat away. This is more than 30 villages that are having to move. They can get onto this gold mine over here. Unfortunately, Nullus didn't make that effort into trying to control that gold mine there. And Matreiuss now next to 0 resources in the bank. The town center going to be attempting to come back up for Nullus. The Son of Osiris still alive, but slowly but surely getting very close to his demise. 78 HP remaining. There are 3 catapults over here, and Nullus needs to get his army back over onto this position to get his town center back up. We are seeing not targeting the Son of Osiris there, unfortunately, but the catapult do manage to deny this settlement for the time being here. But the arc has come through, and is that a dead Son of Osiris? 50 HP, 33 HP. He does manage to retreat back fast enough there. 3.6 speed, enough to get away from those champion Arcus fast enough here. But the Son of Osiris, at the very least, has been removed from this fight yet again. The palace coming up now for Nullus to try and secure this town center a little bit easier. What I would, again, love to see is some sort of time shift shenanigans for Nullus when his economy starts getting into gear here, especially given all of that trade there as well. We are seeing some nice cabinet raids here, as Nullus's food economy is kind of down the toilet here. He's only got 5 citizens, 6 citizen idle here, and 2 citizen currently on food, as lots of these citizens focusing over on this position. The Son of Osiris still getting value at 33 HP. This is what separates the best players from that tier below them. It's just they squeeze every ounce of juice out of their civilization's bonuses. As we see, 33 HP, moves in, moves back. A little bit of a ghost walking while shooting there from the Son of Osiris as well. A little bit funny to see that, but I'm not sure exactly how that works. I don't think you can really manage that himself. I think it's just kind of a weird glitch. So we are seeing this location over here getting targeted down by Nullus, as he's now jumping onto those chicken here houses upgrades. He does have irrigation, which is nice. Still no flood control. Palace getting rebuilt back up over here. The army trying to push through for Matreiuss, as his economy has started to kick into gear, and he's starting to get those upgrades through, it would seem. No, he's not. He's still just on the heavy chariots here. So it's still hard for him to make ground, even though he's got the population advantage and this Son of Osiris, who's consistently getting pulled back here. Just imagine if he cared that much for the Son of Osiris the entire game. He would never die. Never say die. So we do see that the palace will indeed fall to this one catapult eventually. So we still don't have Nullus getting that ridiculously strong upgrade. It's only, well, I say only, it's 350 wood, 200 gold, handful of favor, but it's just so absurdly strong because it just makes your building so sturdy. See a siege works coming up on this position, more palace getting thrown up. The catapult going to be denying these ones though. There's the Son of Osiris coming back in to say g'day here. Another, look at that range. You can attack these units on the front and hit the back line there. As we see a destroyer just going to be wandering at the Son of Osiris, who's being pulled all the way back here. Will end up getting taken down, but so too will the palace. As Nullus is holding firm here, it would seem. The citizen in the back getting taken down. So the medium spearman getting taken down as well here. And effectively, Matreiuss is just playing an almost a war of attrition here. Well, now he's managing to make mercenary cavalry. This is when stuff starts getting very, very tough for the two-town center Kronos. Even though he's got all the advantages in army, now the population, now those advantages don't really even matter, right? Because Matreiuss is going to make these mercenary cavalry, which has got 247 HP, which have got 41% pierce armor and don't cost population. So he can move in and take these down. Not only that, he's probably got himself Medjay as well behind this, so they last a really, really long time here. This Matreiuss is making a very, very nice effort to push in. But he might need to think about empowering his market to get the gold out that he really needs, or even stopping production of camel caravans so that he can get some more resources to spend on tech. So, the Son of Osiris has lost some more HP. Every single time one of those arrows hits him from those arcs, he loses 3 HP, so 21 HP remaining. Nullus still trying to hold here as best as he can. How's his economy looking? He's going to try and get the town center back up yet again. There is this catapult in here, but will get taken down. We've got some spicy catapulties coming in to try and take out the cavalry that are getting built here. Town center gets denied yet again here. Matreiuss is sitting close to full population at this point. The cabinet raids still being annoying, but that's about it. Matreiuss is holding strong here. Unfortunately, Nullus just can't get up those palace, can't get up those tower to hold this. He needs those, but the catapult just keep piling in. The army coming through for Matreiuss is getting himself champion cavalry. So that means the Matreiuss is now able to start affording those big ticket technologies as well.
Into you.
As the destroyers getting taken down on the back, that is with one destroyer getting trying to take down a catapult. It's going to take a while. The Son of Osiris, 9 HP remaining. Still getting value. Still getting value in this game, it would seem. The immortal Son of Osiris. That's what this is. Oh, the Kontari is coming through, and he gets garrisoned. He gets garrisoned. Up, up. Now that all being said, there's now an issue for Matreiuss that is about to develop. And while he does have a trade route, it is awful. 41 gold, not empowered. No gold income left for Matreiuss. And you can see that he's going to be struggling where that's concerned, whereas Nullus's gold income is decent. It's actually decent here. Did he die? No, he's not. He's still in the siege tower. Now we see Matreiuss trying to push forward. He's got these laborers, and while this might look a bit strange, it's actually really smart to do this when you're heading into the late game. Once there's no gold mines left, and you've got your trade route set up, you want to kind of kill off those villages. I see some players delete their villages. I think you should send them forward to the front, build buildings, or just sacrifice them into the enemy army most of the time. Gives you a little bit more of a value out of them. They die a little bit slower, but I guess more important than that, he's got Skin of the Rhino as as Ra, so those villagers kind of stay alive for a bit longer, do a little bit more damage as well. Do we have any more tech for Nullus? No, he still doesn't. He's still building villages. His economy is huge. How is his armory looking? Is he at full armory yet? He's got full bronze. Matreiuss has got full bronze now as well. Son of Osiris still alive. 6 HP. 6 HP. Run for the tower. 6 HP. Just to try and mine out the rest of this gold mine. Why build the mining camp? You've got one over here. By the time they finish on the gold mine. 6 HP. Oh, snipes the Satyr. Still alive. The Destroyer's marching in. The Son of Osiris, run for it, Marty. 1 HP remaining. The immortal Son of Osiris. The immortal Son of Osiris. Oh, the Argus gets him. Oh, he's down. Victory. Nullus wins the minigame. The town center's still trying to come back up over here, but there's only one villager building it, so one catapult rolling in here. We'll be able to deny this one, and he does indeed get said catapult in more. We got some towers going up for Nullus now as he's going to continue to try and get this this town center up. We've got siege works coming up on the front for Matreiuss to try and make those catapult come out right on the front. The infantry units taking a dive onto this catapult here. I mean, had Matreiuss just thrown up a wall here or here at any point, like, you'd be able to continuously hold this town center down. But now Matreiuss is overtaken in the score. Does he have any Pharaoh on the market? No. This is one of those things that Egyptian mains know very, very well, but maybe like Poseidon mains, or not Poseidon mains, but like Greek mains, Atlantean mains, or Norse mains aren't that aware of. But putting a pharaoh or a priest, but mostly a pharaoh, onto a market gives you 20% extra income on your trade route, which is effectively the same as getting coinage. It's why Gaia is bonkers overpowered in the late game in terms of the economy, is because of coinage, getting an extra 20% move speed. You get that effectively by putting your pharaoh onto that. That's why Egyptian's economy goes astronomically high in the late game, is because of that. If you don't do that, your economy is just going to be equal with your opponents, which is not what you want. You want to have the advantage, effectively.
Gary.
I see the settlement attempting to come back up yet again, but still not being denied just yet. We just see the catapult here almost gets taken down. 6 HP will be enough to deny the town center if he can come in and hit it. But he does get taken down by a Arcus there or something, as the town center with this many citizens, 8 citizens trying to shoot this town center up. Will Nullus be able to get it? It's looking like he's going to. There's no catapults in here, and Nullus, somehow, some way, against the 3 town center Ra, has managed to stabilize yet again. The problem that I foresee here in this game is Nullus losing this town center yet again. And he is nearly at full population here already as the catapult gets taken down. He's making this Argus here. Argus is actually a really, really smart unit to use against mercenary cavalry, because you use that one-hit ability, take out those mercenary cavalry as they come in one shot, and then you don't have to worry about it that much. But you know you can only take them down every 15 seconds. We are actually seeing that's what Nullus is kind of doing here, which I love. Or killing off something else is fine as well. I guess there's more Argus are going to be coming in. Fire Siphon starting to come through. And now Nullus has got the option to start hitting time shift shenanigans. Make a Contarius. Send him into your opponent's base. Send buildings back there. You got it. That's the advantage of Kronos in the late game, and that's what you have to be trying to do continuously. It's really, really hard to defend. While Matreiuss just wants to focus everything onto one little ball here. We are seeing these towers getting taken down. The Arcus on the back doing really nicely, but maybe needs to stop building Arcus here. This is another big problem for Atlantean players, Egyptian players to some degree. But it's the idea of I'm making Arcus Destroyer or something like this, Arcus Infantry, and every single time my infantry get picked off, my infantry get replaced by half an infantry and a full Arcus. So over time, your Arcus army gets too big, and you need to deal with that. So you only want to have say like 10-ish Arcus out, and the rest want to be infantry units. And then you just stop making Arcus. So manually building Arcus in the late game is actually the best way to do it in a big way. As Nullus is slow pushing here, it would seem. Now, what is Matreiuss up to just now? I'd love to see these walls getting upgraded for Nullus at some point here. How are the armory upgrades looking? Nearly full iron for Nullus. And how about Matreiuss? He's still on only full bronze. Matreiuss' economy still a little bit struggle town, but he does have the Pharaoh on the market. Yay! Now this 40 gold turns into, what is it, like 50 gold or something. But he should be on the corner here getting himself 50-something gold as well, but he's not. Which makes me very upset. This is Matreiuss, and he's like, well, I've built a name for myself not building efficient markets, so I'm going to continue the trend. 48 gold. I still was close. No one says my math is perfect, but at least I'm close some of the time. Now, as the game continues, we're moving into close to the 40-minute mark. The forest situation here does begin to become a problem. So you are seeing a lot of villagers on this pine tree, on these pine trees over here. Will finish that very, very shortly, as well as Matreiuss. He's got a lot of wood on the back though, still, because he is Egyptian. Doesn't have to build as much, chop as much wood as opponents do. But now we've got those 4 catapults coming onto this town center yet again. We do have architects, but Nullus has not gotten himself the Titan shield, which is the big reason you go Atlas, and it looks like the town center here is getting taken down incredibly fast here as the fire siphons trying to take down these catapults. They're not able to do it fast enough, it would seem, as the town center goes down yet again. No, as Nullus was seemingly looking like he had some sort of an advantage here to push back. Matreiuss says, get wrecked. I'm going to make 4 catapult. I'm going to right click on your town center, and there's nothing you can do about it here, ladies and gentlemen. And Nullus is back down to 140 of 140 population. He's going to try and get this town center back up as fast as he possibly can. He takes out all of those catapult. He's got himself 5-6 citizen on this settlement. 1 catapult over here. We need to keep an eye on that one as it's going to be rolling forward. Does it have draft horses? No, it doesn't. 2.4 speed, very, very slow, but it does look like it will indeed be able to launch that catapult and hit that town center, denying it for the time being here. Matreiuss coming through over here. We will be seeing Nullus attempting to throw up a wall over here to prevent these catapult from running in and taking the town center down here. The kind of amusing thing a little bit here is that Matreiuss hasn't really been able to make mercenary much this game at all, given how bad his market is. So Nullus has still got some opportunities here as he's going to be spamming down these towers. How is his economy looking? Very, very low amount of gold here in this game, it would seem here. As the catapult manages to take down this watchtower as well. More citizen wandering forward, trying to get more watchtowers in to hold this position. The catapult gets taken down, but the citizen are going to be getting absolutely murdered here by the chariot archers. Now, one thing you can do if you've got favor and resources, which Nullus doesn't have, is convert these citizen into hero citizen, and they would have themselves that full iron upgrades and extra HP, and be very tough to take down. They got to something like 60% pierce armor or something, so they barely get scratched by the champion chariots. As you see this fire siphon over here taking down the catapult, but Nullus is still without enough resources to quite get this town center back here. Lots of citizens over here could come over and try and get this one back up, but now Matreiuss throwing down these towers. He does have sun-dried mud bricks, so they're cheap at 170 gold, and this is going to be enough for Matreiuss to push in here and take this location down, it would seem. as the chariot archers trying to deal with these champion destroyers that are going after the guard towers, but it's not going to be quite enough there. Thank you for the raiding party, Starco. You guys are interested in him. I think he streams on Twitch. His name is Starco __. As the town center has inevitably been denied, and now with all of the guard towers up here, the axemen out, it seems like these catapults are going nowhere. We've got siege engineers through for Matreiuss as well. Economy is completely fine, and now we see the siege towers pushing in onto this position as well here. As the watchtower is getting taken down, but Matreiuss pushing in onto the trade route, denying the town center consistently with catapults over here. The guard tower is set up even with 6 citizen, which is something to the effect of, I don't know, 20 villages in terms of build time. Nullus can't get his town center up, and in the 40th minute of this game, he does decide to tap out here. GG, well played by Matreiuss. A really, really nice game here from Matreiuss. A lot of very close things, very small things allowed Matreiuss to get into this position that he has now. Had Nullus maybe played a little bit more efficiently, maybe played the more smart strategy against Egyptian in the early game, I feel like Nullus would have. I feel like Kronos just has all the advantages on this map against Egyptian, but he decided to go for more of the Uranos style and didn't really get that big advantage on water early that he should. He did get a very solid mid game, but he couldn't get the town center up, or he got his town center up, but he couldn't keep it up. Had he kept it up, I feel like he had all the economy and all of the momentum to really take control of the middle of the map and win this game. But in the end here, Matreiuss, too strong, gets the dub. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.